Where was that? Who said
Them are fighting words.
Them are fighting words. Here it is.
We're going to call you out right now.
Call you out right now.
Valency, is Aaron trying to find the right button?
I actually was. I was.
Well, he found two of the right buttons and then was like, ooh, I forgot the third.
Yeah, I was like, we're good. And then I was like, oh, Val's right. I almost forgot to hit one. Yep.
Rookie still.
Rookie mistake, yep. So we're here on a 4th of July weekend. We think it's going to be a very quiet Q&A.
We do.
Possibly quite short.
Yes. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
But hello, everybody.
Yeah, hello.
And yes,
hello.
Stella is naked. She doesn't have a dress on. It's too hot for dresses.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not too hot anymore since we had a 50-degree difference in temperature over the last 2 days.
I just noticed from the Stella cam, I got a little nervous about the double chin angle. You know?
Oh,
look at you. You're perfectly
perfect.
blocked.
I'm perfect.
Stella's like, I don't care. I can deal with this angle. This is good.
Stella and her
little paws.
Her little
Yeah.
Oh,
She's like, I
so
can deal with
cute.
it. I can deal with that angle. Do we have good sound and audio? We started talking and never asked. To be honest, I don't like the audio. I went back and listened to one of our Q&As. I really hate it.
We could be talking to ourselves.
We could be. We could even be muted, and we wouldn't even know it. Yeah.
It's quite possible. Although everybody's saying hi, listen, Aaron, so I'm pretty sure that
all good.
they can at least see us.
I hear an all good.
Yeah, so we are well into summer, and we had our second heat wave this year, which the first one was bad, but the second one was awful. Just awful.
Oh my gosh, it was real bad. Pushed over 100, feels like over 100.
The feels like temperature was 109 degrees one of those days.
Yeah, you even sweat milking goats with a machine. You're sitting there watching them and you're dripping sweat off your arm. Yeah. Yeah, it was gross. And then it's
dripping sweat off my arm was the least of my concerns, if you know what I mean.
You're right. And then it swung all the way back to like 50 today.
And now I'm in a sweatshirt and a blanket.
Sweatpants. Right.
It was freezing. It's like a shock to it was literally a 50-degree difference in feels like temperature.
Yeah, it was in
How
like
was that?
2 days.
How's that possible?
Don't know.
Feels like 59, feels like 109.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So anyway, how is everybody else?
Yeah, how's everybody else doing?
Let's
see who's here. Oh, we're up to 201. Look at that. See, there's still
no, people left. That's okay. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there is a little bit something new as far as like who's allowed to chat.
That's true.
It's only really to protect, the community, the village, and make sure like it stops trolls from coming in.
Right, the trolls can't jump in, or the spammers can't jump in and just drop a bunch of bad words.
Remember that one kidding season? We were like, I don't know, we were getting slammed with just a bunch of bots.
Yeah. No,
they weren't even real people.
Right, and they can't do it because the bot doesn't know how to subscribe. So,
so now all you have to do in order to chat is subscribe, which is free. It's a free button. Click
it, wait 5 minutes, and you're good. Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how that works. So somebody got nervous the other day when I turned that on, that feature, that they thought it was members only can chat, and that's not what it is. It's subscribers only. To your point, keeps out the spammers, keeps out the bots, and the trolls. It makes it so they just can't jump in because they're not going to subscribe and then sit there and wait 5 minutes to cause problems.
Right. I think the 5-minute buffer is, and we can change that too.
We can change that buffer.
10, 15, half an hour.
We could change it longer, right? That almost becomes like a Facebook group where you have to request to be a part of it and wait for approval. It's kind of that same concept.
Yeah.
We could change it to
I think that just keeps
5 minutes is good.
5 minutes is fine, and I think really it's going to be super beneficial during kidding season.
Yeah, during kidding season we might drop it down to 1 minute because people will be excited that they just found some channel with a new baby goat. They might not want to wait 5, and I wasn't planning on staying, and I was just going to say congratulations or something and move on. Mm-hmm. So I might drop that to 1. Who knows?
Who knows?
But that's a long time away.
It is. Well, you think so.
Right.
And then it's here before you know it, right?
Yeah. Heat wave going on again.
Oh, in Colorado.
In Colorado. I did hear that it might come back this way.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I think even tomorrow with rain on the 4th, supposedly raining on and off. Yeah. And it's still going to be like 80. High 70s or 80.
I did not hear that.
So I thought I heard. I will double check.
It's really not that important.
No, you're right. It's not. But let's take a look.
Well, everybody's saying happy 4th of July. And Susan in Australia is saying Happy 4th of July because it's already 4th of July in Australia.
She's always so punctual.
She's always so ahead of things.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah.
She lives even further in the future than Tina.
This is true.
We joke that Tina lives in the future because she's in the UK and we're all over here across the big pond. Yep.
Yeah.
So 84.
So tomorrow it's only like 74, by the way. So it's not going to
right now. I didn't think
74 though, mid 70s. So
hey, at least we got out of the 60s.
Definitely higher than today.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I don't know what we're talking about. I have no idea.
Let's see what's been going on lately.
I don't know. Olivia had a birthday.
Well, we know about that. They watched the video.
Yeah, Stella met a boy.
Stella met a boy. She
And
sure did.
And Olivia's
She's
birthday
met a
video.
couple boys in the last week. I feel like,
He was too small for her. He was a tiny little boy. He was like
he was young.
4 months old or something.
He was
super
young.
little.
But what about Esteban, who came to Goat Snuggles last
Oh,
weekend?
yes. I do remember that.
Well,
they might have saw that too because I think the outdoor cam was on back then. I think
she was feeling him, but he was not feeling her.
No.
He was another one of those dogs that doesn't know how to play with other dogs.
Yeah, he didn't care.
Like Lacey doesn't know
Yeah.
doesn't know how to play with other dogs. Wow, you're starting that already.
Starting already. It's been a long day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how is Genevieve?
It's a good question. That's your answer, not mine.
Okay, well,
She's good.
Genevieve is actually doing really well, although her second shot this morning did not go well. Not like in a weird, it's just in a weird way, not in like a bad way. So for those of you who don't know what happened to Genevieve, we're still not sure exactly what happened that caused her infection, but she's got an infection on the left-hand side of her jaw, right at the jawbone. The lump appeared really overnight because I didn't do chores the night before.
Sorry.
But I distinctly remember seeing Genevieve while I was watering the gardens, the plants and everything, that like late morning, early afternoon, the day before we noticed the lump. And I distinctly remember her face looked totally fine. And so the first thing I saw Thursday morning was this giant lump on the side of her jaw. And now I get pretty concerned if I see it in the middle, like right here. If it's a big water balloon, like that is a sign that she's struggling with the internal parasites and that she's got some she's anemic. It's called bottle jaw. We've dealt with it a couple times, but that's not what she had. Hers was very much a solid, hard, firm mass. So I texted Dr. Kara. I told her what was going on with the heat wave and everything. She had been dealing with emergency after emergency with all of these animals getting going down from the heat.
Yeah.
So, coincidentally enough, not we, but Angie had an appointment seriously in the middle of the story.
Keep going.
Angie had an appointment with Toby to get him castrated. And she's like, well, I'm going to Angie's house, so why don't you just pack up Genevieve, bring her over to Angie's house, and I'll just examine her there. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Not as easy as you make it sound, but okay.
Well, it's not as hard as getting like a Clydesdale in the back of the truck.
Peas in the back of the truck.
Okay, she did pee. She's stress peed, okay? She's not used to being off the farm. So, yes, she's stress peed in the back of the truck. We did have blankets down, but she got the cup holder once pretty good.
She did land it right in the cup holder.
She aimed. Anyway, so long story short, she has an infection in her jaw down here due to either like a bee sting, a spider bite, or she just got something stuck down in between her teeth and went into the gums and got herself an infection.
Yep, but she's still right.
So simply, on top of the large lump that I noticed, the next step for me is anytime I notice anything off, the go-to thing to do is to take your goat's temperature. So I took her temperature and she had a very high temperature. So even though it was hot, You just can't let me tell the story.
Keep going. I have to make it entertaining for the viewer too. I mean, your stories are great, but it has to be visually stimulating, and you don't want just a head talking. So I was trying to help. If I had the option to zoom in on just you and leave me out of it because I know nothing about what you're talking about, I would have done that.
You're over there on your phone and be like, okay, so when she's not talking, I'll join the Q&A again.
Yeah, I could, but I was looking for like other things. Go ahead.
Still not done.
Continue.
Yeah, so she had high fever. We treated her. She's fine.
There you go. Now we're done. Right?
Well, when I start feeling rushed and like
You were feeling rushed.
I'm holding the rest of the Q&A
I was
up,
changing
I'm just
the camera angles, letting people have a good time, a visually stimulating good time. And see, if I had that camera set up. See, camera 2, I'll give you guys camera 2. Ready? That's camera 2. Not very good. Camera 2 is not a good angle right now. So if camera 2 was working, it would sit here and aim on Liz. Like if you ever watch like Real TV, when they have a host.
This isn't Real TV.
A host and a co-host. When the host.
Now he's got the order right at least.
When the host starts talking, it like zooms in on her and kind of pushes me off screen. So then I
kind of like you do every time.
So then
I do a video and you put your hands over my face.
So that I can look up something or get an idea of what are we going to talk about next without you guys watching me do this. So yeah, but we don't have a camera 2 yet. One day we'll have a camera 2. That's it. Hi, Stella. Yeah, that's it. Well, she looks really squished now. She's like, can I get a little more room? Okay, so yeah, Gia.
Camera 2 is what we were watching the other day.
Yes.
When the barn cam light decided not to come on
as scheduled. This is true. You changed.
I had changed the schedule by like so that the light didn't have to come. I was trying to save electricity.
Yeah, please do. Our bill is ridiculous.
I was trying.
Yeah.
But then
it didn't
come Alexa decided to like, oh, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to finish my story with Genevieve, she's on antibiotics every other day for a couple days, maybe longer, depending on how the infection reacts. But honestly, the infection is responding very well to the antibiotics, and her lump is probably half the size it was after just the first dose. This morning's dose, I don't know. I feel bad. I hate giving this shot because it actually it stings. So they jump and it's not fun. And it's a big gauge needle because the antibiotic is thicker than other just normal pain meds are super easy. So that's what she's on, but she really is responding well.
Yeah, no, she seems to be doing fine. The
she
lump definitely got smaller.
Yeah, she got her second dose this morning, and then her third dose will be on Monday. And we'll go from there to see whether or not she needs a fourth or a fifth.
Yes.
Dr. Kara said it could take 2 weeks to clear up, but I really don't think it's going to. She did say, considering she didn't have the lump the day before, and the lump grew to that size overnight, she goes, that's a mean infection. So it's good that we caught it early, but it could still take a long time to heal. But I think she's doing a really good job.
So I got a lot of them. I'm going to go fast, okay?
Okay.
Did you paint the front door? Yes. And it's funny that in Olivia's birthday, out of all the comments, there's more front door painted comments.
I think it's funny because we actually painted that front door 2 months ago.
Right, 2 months ago.
And y'all just noticed now.
And it definitely showed up in other videos, but I get it. In Olivia's birthday video, it showed up very well, and a lot of people commented on the front door being painted.
And it was a monumental time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Simon family, what are the special plans for tomorrow? We are breaking in. I never made the video, but it's coming soon. The Father's Day smoker showed up. And we're breaking it in, trying it for the first time on Friends, which is never good. You should always do a test run first, but it is what it is. We're going to fire it up and play with the smoker. Unfortunately, we got rain coming, so we did a quick cleaning out of the garage to use it like a big tent. Just leave the doors open.
Yeah.
Hang out in the garage. The smoker's outside, not in the garage. Just don't anybody panic.
Right. With tomorrow's weather, it did kind of change our plans.
Right.
But we didn't have a pool anyway, so who cares if it's raining?
Exactly.
Actually, though, it's bad timing. But we do have a date for the pool.
Well, we don't have an official date. But
I thought it's in my calendar. Why is it in my calendar?
that was
then?
the original official date, and
the original official
they
date.
supposedly moved it earlier, but we don't know. That's what we're waiting for.
We'll see.
Yeah. And then I got this quick product question for you.
Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to
you
read
read.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
was co-host moment.
Oh, so if it's a question for me, you're supposed to read it.
Oh, I don't
So
read.
Liz, do products with goat milk? See, that's how you're supposed to do it. Oh my gosh, you need more training.
Okay.
Okay, so do products? And you don't like reading. That's why you said
That's why I said you have a question.
Do products with goat's milk in them have expiration dates since it's a natural product? So the soap, no. Soap, it can last indefinite. There's no shelf life to soap because everything goes through the saponification process, and any bacteria, nothing survives that. So no, there's no expiration date on the soap.
Supposedly, it actually gets better with age.
It is like fine wine, where the older the soap is, like the creamier it gets, the harder the bar stays in between uses, because all of that extra air and moisture, not air.
Yeah, moisture.
All the extra moisture evaporates out of the bar. The longer you let it cure, the better.
We actually never did it, but we thought about making a special bar that we would make and purposely age for a year before we sold it. People do it.
Well, there are specific kinds of soap that's just made with olive oil called Castile soap.
Yeah.
And that needs, because it's only made with olive oil, it's very soft oil.
Yeah.
It's a liquid at room temperature. It needs a year to cure before you're allowed to use it. So, but yeah, with the lotion, there is a preservative in it to extend its shelf life, but it is best used by, not an expiration, but a best used by date 2 years after it's produced, which is on the bottle.
It's on the bottle, but unfortunately, I think the stickers we use.
It does say expiration.
It says expiration. It's not really expiration. These are all empty, but
yeah, it's best used by, and I haven't been able to find stickers.
That's just what our puncher doesn't give us an option to say best use. It says expiration, and we have to put something, so that's what it is.
Yeah. Yep. That's how that works. Oh, totally. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like t-shirt tan all the way around. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yours is pretty
bad
good
too.
Yeah, pretty good.
Put that back up there. Yeah, it's this year's farmer's tan has been.
Yeah,
epic.
It's been epic. Yeah, no, lots
I don't
of sun.
spend any time out at the pool, so I'm always in a t-shirt. Oh, Kathy, for Jenny's doctor bills.
Oh, thank you.
I think Genevieve's gonna need extra peppermints for that shot, because that shot is.
Oh yeah, you got her good.
Oh, you had to get it in there.
Yep.
And she didn't like it very much, and she made a little bit of a scene. So, but thank you.
Are the kids having fun with their grandpa?
Considering I've only heard from Tyler once, I'm gonna say yes. They're all having a good time.
Yeah.
I got a picture of Olivia. She had to buy a straw hat.
Can you email that to me?
The picture?
Yeah.
Well, now both of us can't be on our
Yeah,
phones.
give us a minute. Hang on, we're gonna help you guys out. How do I do this? Save that to gallery. There's another one. Save to gallery. Give me a minute. See, real time. Email this to myself.
You want an emailed or text message?
Emailed.
Wow, this is really like. I'm sure we're doing this all wrong.
Third, this is exciting. The viewers
Somebody
are like,
is going to
what?
be like, I can't believe we're
These guys
right
watching
now.
these two texts.
Watching these two on their phones.
All right, now give me. I gotta jump over here. Click this button, Kathy. We're gonna pop this up for Kathy while Aaron clicks a bunch of buttons. Now, I think that worked.
I have no idea.
I don't either.
What are you doing?
Well,
Carol Holbert said, just another thing on the lotion. If you spend 2 weeks at the beach and you come home looking like a red question mark, the Simon soap is great for rehydrating the skin. So the lotion is actually really good for sunburns.
So we have
used it.
Yeah, we've had people both say that it helps the burns.
I have used it, especially like as in the the peeling phase.
Yes.
It's like my least favorite part. Yeah. Are you okay over there?
I'm working on it. You got anything else up there you can talk about on your monitor?
Let's see. Okay, so Lid M asks, I know you have not experienced this yet. Can moms get mastitis symptoms when using first milking machines? If so, what would you do then if you continued machine use? So we have actually had one go get mastitis. Charlotte, it was in one of her first couple of years of being in milk. And so she got it, and we had to, whether we're hand milking or machine milking, we would move from machine to hand milking only during the time that she, is being treated for mastitis. Then we actually, antibiotics she would have to be on antibiotics just like a human would, but with the difference between goats and humans is in goats, the antibiotic doesn't travel through to the udder. So you have to inject the antibiotics right into the udder.
Which is
and the only way to do that is to get this little catheter and put it up into the teat. So you're going up the hole where the milk comes out and injecting, not with a needle, just this little catheter that is like the size of the opening of the teat. You slide it up in there, and then you squirt the antibiotics right up into the udder, massage it all in after she's already been milked out. So you don't stop milking a goat that has mastitis. You keep milking her and treat her with antibiotics and probably some kind of fever. She'll probably have a fever because it's an infection. So you're going to want to control the fever too with some kind of medication there.
That was very good. Well, I was busy clicking
You're welcome.
buttons. See, that's where we needed Cam 2. I could have been off screen playing with buttons. Actually, my head was right in front of Cam 2. So
naturally, you'd be
one
blocking me.
So
please don't squeeze my neck. You know I'm having issues with my. I said
so,
don't.
So
and what does he do? He goes back.
I was helping. That was massage. Okay, so she hurt herself sleeping, which happens.
I can't believe I told you stop, and then you did it again.
I was helping.
That wasn't. The first time wasn't help. The second time was definitely not help.
Marital affairs again, or whatever it's called, marital dispute on Simon Says. Can I continue?
Oh, please do.
Okay, so back to Quinn and Olivia.
Just don't touch me.
Ow!
I got between his ribs.
Oh, okay. Back to, come on, this is silliness.
Okay,
more
serious time.
Yeah, we got to be professional.
Somebody's going to think we're crazy.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Quinn and Olivia,
okay.
and Tyler,
okay.
at Grandpa and Mommy's.
Okay.
We'll just pop up a couple.
Sure.
There's one.
Okay, so I got this picture from Meme, who said every girl needs a sun hat when she's going to the lake.
Yeah. So that was her sun hat.
Yes.
And then the next day, it took her a half an hour to climb off the edge of the boat and get in the water.
Yep, but there she is with her goggles and everything.
Goggles, and probably about 100 feet of water, more than likely.
Well, yeah,
I mean, that lake is
it's pretty deep.
pretty deep. Yeah. With her noodle. I do find
with
that
her
funny.
Noodle.
Quinn and Tyler, life jackets. Olivia, noodle.
Noodle.
And a life jacket. And goggles.
Oh, and not Tyler. Quinny has goggles too. I haven't seen him in such a long time. I don't even know their names anymore.
Right.
His goggles were up here, though. They were kind of blending.
Yeah. And then today, I was told that Captain Tyler was teaching Quinn how to drive the boat.
Oh, yes, because there's a qualified driver.
There's a qualified teacher.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, Quinny's not even looking where he's going.
No, he's not. He's like, what am I doing?
Oh,
yeah.
Goodness.
So that was the update I got today. Yeah.
Well, I love how he's talking to you, but
that actually came from Grandpa. That did not come from
Tyler.
Tyler is not talking to
Tyler only texts me. He's like, did you feed Jarvis? And I was like, well, yes, of course I did. I really didn't, so I had to go.
You had to run and go feed him.
Yeah, I've only fed him once since he's been gone.
Turtle's fine. The turtle's fine.
Yeah. Oh, he is. Well, last time I checked, he's fine.
Yeah, it's totally good. Yeah,
I'm
they're
sure he's fine.
And then I saw somebody else said the Olivia video, the birthday video was great. You know what? That was a tough one from the editing standpoint.
It was a long day.
Because it was such a long day and there was so much going on. it's hard to do a video like that where you think the viewer is going to be able to follow everything that's going on. But oh, wow.
Are you okay?
Really?
Yeah, her windpipe collapsed going upside down.
You okay there? Like,
Here,
what just happened?
She's fine.
She's
called a reverse sneeze.
She's good?
She's fine. Look at her.
You're good?
She's fine.
She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just going to sleep somewhere. That's all I'm going to do.
She's fine.
That's what she does.
She's had a whole day of sleep. Nothing but sleep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She sleeps in the barn.
Yep.
Yep. All right, let's see. Yeah.
You guys are also talkative tonight.
Yeah, because there's a big elephant in the room. They're wondering why the screen's all black and what's going on. So that's going to take some time to get to. Yeah.
So, Miss B, we did cover what happened to Jenny. So, if after this you want to like scroll back and listen to my very lengthy
I could give you
story that was
short version
interrupted several times
by nobody other than
you.
me. Yeah. It was me.
Stella is naked today.
Yeah.
Listen, she were coming down off of a heat wave, okay? Although she did start shivering today at Phillips Huddles. I thought maybe she would need a jacket, but we just spent the rest of the day inside.
Yeah. Oh, here's the other question I saw. How are Gus and Roman doing? So Roman seems to be the problem. Gus is good. Roman, the support animal, is not much support. He's the
He's
one.
a basket case
He's the
over
one
there.
making all the noise.
All right, listen what happened.
They're actually good.
Okay, they're fine.
Yeah, they're good.
Gus cried until he lost his voice, and now he's fine. Roman cried starting the very next morning when his poison ivy ran out.
Yeah, he ate
And then
all
he
that.
gave me the poison ivy. I had poison ivy all over the place. I'm now recovering from it, thankfully. But he started crying the second the poison ivy ran out. And he really hasn't stopped. So right now, Roman is the one who is the issue, not Gus.
Yeah, it's definitely Roman. And I just saw somebody pop up a super chat. But for Livia, because it popped up right here and didn't pop up there, and I didn't know who it was until it
it's
just
for
popped up
Livia.
now.
Oh, and I like her avatar picture too. It's this big moo-moo.
Is that Moo with pumpkin on her face?
Sure is.
I think it is, right? Here, we're gonna go over here.
How does Val NC think that Tyler's on a diet? Is because her
Oh,
question.
because he said that in the.
He is not on.
Oh
okay.
no! Wait, we'll get back
He
to
is-
that in a minute. Hang on. I
Holy
said,
just
hang
inter-
on.
That's worse than being like.
Okay, so yeah, Tyler thinks he needs to be on a diet because he says he doesn't have a 6-pack; he has a 1-pack, and
It's a 2-pack, the top and the bottom.
yeah, and he says it's just there to protect his organs.
It's there to protect his muscles. The 6-pack that is underneath. Everybody has a 6-pack. We're all just protecting ours.
Right, exactly. So he tries. He's actually doing good. He ordered water at Wendy's the other day and a salad.
Yeah.
He's trying.
He's trying.
He goes
I
on
don't-
the treadmill.
I don't like stressing out about like
Exactly.
his weight, and I don't want him stressing out about his weight. I think it's healthy for the kids to understand what's healthy food versus what's kind of like a special treat, and
Right.
how it should be in moderation and all that. But I don't really want him to
think he's on
become
a diet.
obsessive. No.
No.
So I don't
It's
like
more
the,
portion control than diet.
I don't like the D word.
Right. Exactly. But he said he was on a diet when you told them all to say cheese, pizza. And he goes, I can't, I'm on a diet. And it's in the video. You gotta watch the video. It's actually a pretty good one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then there was that.
So she doesn't really watch most of the videos.
I don't watch any of the videos.
Yes.
No.
And actually, the funny part is, lately, I don't know if anybody's noticed, I actually edit them twice now. I edit all the way through, and then I go back and edit again to try to make them a little smoother, a little cleaner. What's so funny?
Marty just says I have a keg covering my 6-pack.
There you go.
See?
Exactly.
Listen, there's a story about Aaron's fat saved his life. I'm sure he'll tell you about it
It did one
of
day.
these days.
Yeah. So I've been trying to edit the videos a little smoother and cleaner. There's new techniques I'm using, and I don't watch them after they're edited. once I get through the edit, I spend so much time in it and editing it. I actually never really sit and watch the finished product. No, because I'm just on to the next one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Barbara, I think, was asking how the garden's growing. The garden is a jungle.
Yeah.
Like in a good way.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't mean to click it, but you could talk about that one there for a minute.
What was going on to the garden?
Yeah, we will.
I just gave the garden some ladybugs. I bought some ladybugs. Yes, you can buy ladybugs, live ones, like they're alive. Bought ladybugs on Amazon. Because every year we get a little bit of like aphids, which are these little bugs that ladybugs love to eat. So you need ladybugs to control the aphids. And so it's like a natural way to get rid of them. So I got some ladybugs.
Yeah, just some 1,000 or so.
So I got about 3,000 of them.
3,000 ladybugs, yes.
I mean,
that's how you buy them.
Why not? Well, you can't buy them under 1,000. And I figured, well, I'm sure 1,000 would be enough. But I'd like to put some on the apple tree too. And you know half of them are going to fly away the moment you put them there. They don't actually, if you do it the right way.
How do you become a ladybug breeder? Like,
oh, there's a YouTube video for that.
There is?
I could totally become one, but listen.
No, you're good. No,
I'll just buy them once a year on Amazon.
Yeah.
Let somebody else raise the ladybugs.
That's crazy. 3,000 lady. Okay, how much were 3,000 ladybugs?
Like $40, $50.
That's crazy. 3,000.
3,000 of them though.
Jeez.
And then I don't have aphids in the garden anymore.
I wonder who is shipping and receiving at the count.
I'm pretty sure they don't count them as they put them into the bags.
Not how they do.
No.
Oh
my goodness. Oh, Chris said this is from my roommate Kathy for Live too.
I think this person might have been here today.
Oh yes, I remember Kim. She was here.
Kim is in the house.
Yep, she's one of the people who have been following us for a while and shopping on the website, and was like, it's finally nice to be able to shop in the store. Get to like scratch and sniff all over the store. You just pick it up, sniff everything.
Did she get to witness Moo and Amy's like little episode in the barn during Goat Snuggles?
No, that was the first session.
Oh, so she got a private section by accident.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Kim made out.
It was very nice.
A rainy day before a holiday weekend.
But it was so relaxing.
There were the only two people here.
After the first session, which was like WWG over there.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was nice to sit back and less crazy. Yes.
I will say I've never thought about that.
Actually,
I didn't even know it could be made.
That's what Angie's doing with her goat milk that she's getting from Penelope. She's always wanted to make butter.
Interesting. So I actually got, and don't anybody get excited, but
Spinner?
No, a salad spinner? No, I got a new cheese making kit.
See, I knew it was something food related.
A new cheese making kit to possibly, when I'm not busy, play with some extra goat milk. Again, funny, haha.
These are all oxymorons.
Right. And try to make Gouda. Goat milk Gouda. That's what I wanted to try.
So here's the thing with you.
Oh, God.
You actually have to.
No.
Let me finish my sentence. You actually have to follow a recipe.
I know.
For the first time in your life. You don't get to just wing it.
Okay. So do you want to make cheese with me?
I'll just make the cheese.
I need somebody to read the recipe and follow it and tell me what to do.
Make sure I'm not doing.
I can just have Rob come over. I mean, he'll be right on.
Yes,
like
this is a guy bonding time.
You need that OCD cheese making person.
Listen, I am an OCD cheese person, but you can't take directions from me. So maybe Rob is the guy for you. That came out all wrong.
Really wrong. And if he's watching, I bet you I'm about to get a text.
The moment that came out, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too bad we can't rewind and then
believe it.
And then do it again.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so needless to say, I got the recipe, I got all the new cultures, the new rennet, like all of it is in that kit. Mm-hmm. But it's like Gouda's not cheese level 101. It's a little higher than that.
You make farmer cheese. 2 ingredients: milk, vinegar. Done.
Yeah. But no. I wanna try it, but I haven't gotten there yet. Yep. All right, where
All right,
we
so
at?
Tracy asked a question. Now we're getting back into like the real quick before it goes off my screen. Would you mind explaining the issues with goats getting out and eating too much and getting bloat? Why is that an issue when they eat hay and grass all day? So actually, goats can get bloat from being out in the paddock eating grass all day if they hadn't been like used to it over time. So in the spring is when we're the most concerned about them going out and eating grass, too much of it, and getting bloat. And that's because they've gone all winter and they didn't have it. Plus, the spring grass is richer in the sugars that are going to affect their rumen. So in the springtime, you'll see us put baking soda out, and that helps to neutralize the pH in their rumens, so that if there is any gas building up that can lead to bloat, the pH, the baking soda will help balance that pH and reduce the gas. Now, why are we concerned if they get out of their paddock and eat too much? A lot of that is because in the past, not anymore, I guess the video is still coming, although I don't know the production schedule if it's out yet. There were bushes that were poisonous to goats that were just like 30 feet away from the barn, that if they had gone over there and eaten them, that is a big issue. That's happened once. We've had to treat with activated charcoal. It's more not causing bloat. It's a toxic reaction. It's poisonous. So we are concerned about that. Anytime goats get into too much of a good thing, so not hay, they can eat all the hay they want and never get bloat. They can get the hay belly that looks like bloat, but it's much different. They can go out and eat too much brush. So if we let them out into the woods and they gorge themselves on all of that brush, they can get bloat. If they ate too many acorns, like Moo did several years back, she bloated. Even their grain that they're used to getting, we have to start them off on a very small amount and work their way up to like the 12 cups that they're on today.
Oh my gosh, we go through one 50-pound bag like every 2 days now.
So I can't start them on that amount right after they are done having their babies, because I will kill them. Like, they will die from bloat. It's called overeating disease. It has everything to do with just good bacteria and bad bacteria that are naturally occurring in their guts. And if you feed them too much of a good thing, the good bacteria cannot keep up, and the bad bacteria, it's just all this extra food for the bad bacteria. So you have to build up the good bacteria over time by introducing more and more food slowly.
Maybe that's my problem.
Yes,
I need
actually,
more and more
it
food
could.
slowly.
No, you need the right food.
That's a good point.
You're not on the right food for your gut.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's why, there's this common conception is that goats can eat anything and everything. And as I feel like some of our villagers are being educated through this process of watching us raise our goats, they're finding out that goats actually have very sophisticated and sensitive digestive systems.
Yeah, just so we all know, that video is coming Wednesday. If I stay on track, there's another short one coming Monday that then leads up to that one on Wednesday. That's the plan. As long as something crazy doesn't happen, like why our screen's all black, and we say we're working on something.
Kathy,
yeah, I saw that. I gotta jump.
She's crazy.
She is crazy, and thank you very much.
She knows I love her.
She knows. I'm gonna jump on it. Which one did we give her last time, Billy?
Billy.
All right, so we'll have to give her.
It's time for Moo.
It's time for Moo. So here we go. Where's Moo? Moo?
Where are you?
Moo. There we go.
Kathy.
So I saw some quick ones in here.
That's going to be a lot of noodles, by the way.
It has Olivia worn her unicorn hat. And if it's the unicorn hat I'm thinking of,
it is the winter one.
We have it. She put it on, but it's summer, so she didn't wear it. But she definitely tried it. She almost took it to Grandpa's house, and I told her no. So it's here.
Yeah.
Then I saw this one pop up. When will the video of Gus's move come out? That video's already out. Gus moving into his house?
Sure. I don't know. I don't watch our channel.
You don't watch our channel. That's already there. I hope.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, if Tina can find it, it's definitely there. Gus's move is there. If it's not, let me know. Then I forgot to do something. Yeah.
My New
Now I'm
Hampshire
wondering.
friend Jan asked, "How's the new milking machine working out?"
I'll let you answer.
Oh, well, I wanted to hear your answer.
I think it's working out great, to be honest. I think it's working out very well. Even Liz can milk 4 goats at once and still Facebook message. I've seen her do
I
it.
know. I look, Mom, no hands.
All right, I've seen her do it. And then, yes, they get milked like 80%, 85%. We changed the way we're doing things. So I think 2 weeks ago we talked here on the couch with everybody.
It was not going so well.
And it was not going well, but we also were going to buy this big fancy stanchion that held 6 goats at once, and it was called cascading, meaning the first goat has to go in, so the second goat can go in, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then they go in order, and then they all leave together. We didn't buy that. We canceled the
First
order.
of all, our goats aren't smart enough for that system.
We canceled the order. It was coming from Hungary or something like that.
Somewhere.
We canceled that order because we realized that's not going to work. Because if the machine's only getting them like 80 to 90%, some goats at Lucy, like 99. You know, even Rainy and Harper, it does very well. On some of the goats, it does very, very well. But we still sit next to them.
You forgot to post it.
I forgot to post it.
No Gus move video. Post it.
Maybe the Gus's house built video was there. When we built
You'll
Gus's
have to look
house.
in your.
There's definitely a video there of Gus's house being built. And then the actual move probably never got its own video because it was
Probably
a crazy
kept getting
day.
bumped because it was.
It was probably just a crazy day.
Or you didn't. Oh, you didn't record it.
I don't think so. I think what happened was we built the video about his house being built, but then he moved in. I remember Kevin was here the day he moved in.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same day Charlotte and all them came back. Yeah, it was just a crazy day. I don't think it ever got recorded. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Then never.
I don't think so. I'll have to go look.
You were saying though about cascading.
But yeah, so none of that. So we're just sticking with the 4 stations we have now and only milking 4 goats at one time instead of trying to go to 6 goats at one time. It would have been too complicated and too much, and you wouldn't have had room to sit next to the goats. Everything would have had to been done from behind the goat, and some of the goats don't want anything to do with that. They still want you to sit next to them, to the side of them. So we just downgraded. We canceled a couple orders, and
I feel like that was too much of an adjustment, and something had to give. So, yeah, it was. So.
I mean, there have been times where you're milking your 2, and I'm milking my 2, and she looks around the goat, and it's like, "Hi, how you doing over there?" Because it's actually enjoyable again.
Well,
so
I think the goats have their moments. You know,
they definitely do.
I like to be able to sit next to them and watch the milk flowing and, you know, be right there and milk them the rest of the way out because the milking machine can't do it all.
Right.
What stresses me out is when the goats are stressed out. And it's like there's just evenings, typically it's just in the evenings, that the goats are like just not feeling it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it can still be really stressful when you know this system can help, but it's just not working.
Right. Yeah, no. That could happen, especially like if a certain goat, I don't remember who did it. One of them did it this morning. I think Sadie did it this morning. She kicked the milker off of her early. Like
she does that every time.
Really early.
Once she's out of food, she's kicking the...
And you can't get it back on. Once she kicks it off, she's like, I want nothing to do with this machine anymore. Now you got to hand milk her, and she only made it like 50%. But so far, I think it's doing good.
Yeah, I think our issue was it was too much, too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, we turned it down. We did turn it down.
No, I'm talking about too much change.
Yes.
Not just too much pressure and all that. No, it's just too much change. So, like, yeah.
I don't even know if I told the village this story. I called the manufacturer of the pump the day we were like, oh my God, my wife's crying in the barn. She hates me for buying this pump. I got to figure this out.
This is all true?
I know it's all true.
No, I literally had, like, Rob brought over the milking stand that we're borrowing like it's a long-term lease or something. And I remember dreading going out to milk because somebody was going to kick me in the face, which literally I felt the wind of her hoof come past me. Like it was millimeters away from Deanndra making contact with my cheekbone or something. And just they're stressed out, which stressed me out, which made this so not enjoyable. And I just felt like everything enjoyable was being taken away. That's how I felt.
So yeah, when I called the machine guy, he's like, wait a second, you're already using it? And I'm like, yeah, we hooked it up and they hate it. He's like, no.
Of course they hate it.
He goes, you're supposed to just turn it on in the room. Let the goats understand that noise and still hand milk them with that noise in the background. And then the next day, move it a little bit closer, the machine itself. And then the next day, move it a little closer.
Listen, there's no YouTube video
nobody
for this.
Said that. Nobody said it, but it totally made sense.
Of course it makes sense.
Your goats have been hand milked for years, and now this crazy noise is happening, which we don't know. And these red stools that we're scared of.
Oh, Dee's no longer afraid of the red stool.
She was scared of the red stool.
She wouldn't even come out.
And there was so much changing going on at the same time that the goats were just in that like panic mode. So,
we figured we ripped the Band-Aid off, and now it's they're okay with it. Still some bad days, but more easy milkings. And somebody did say, I noticed it takes a lot less. We are milking 10 goats in an hour.
I think it's 10 goats in 45 minutes now. I think we're down to 45. I haven't timed it. Maybe somebody in the village can tonight.
Yeah.
Watch it fail now that I said that out loud. Something's going to go wrong and
Well, we also did have some mechanical issues.
Yeah.
With the seal. Like when I have to do the barn by myself, I just do 2 goats at a time.
You actually let the machine do 2 and you hand milk a third, I think is what I saw you do.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I almost wanted to start a timer from the minute the machine goes on to if you notice, sometimes it goes off, but then it comes back on again. That's us cleaning it. And
that's
then
at the end.
And then at the end.
I try not to do that because we can spin those valves.
You could.
I just spin the valves.
Right. So I saw somebody said mild swanky sauce was excellent and that they'll be ordering more. That's awesome. And then I did see somebody found the Gus move. It was part of 12 Things in 13 Minutes video or whatever that was.
Oh. Right, but I read that apparently you handed the camera to me and I was just holding it. So I didn't record. Yeah, apparently.
Oh.
I couldn't lift Gus, so Aaron handed the phone to me and I didn't do anything with it.
Oh.
Probably because I was prioritizing Gus and not cameras.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the way I roll.
It is kind of the way you roll, but I don't remember.
True story.
I actually gave her a new title at Snuggles today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's not the CEO. She's the CHO. She's the Chief Heart Officer.
Heartbeat.
Yep.
Heartbeat officer.
All right. I saw this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Any news on how Pika are doing?
All I know is in the beginning, Pika was being a little loud, but that's to be expected because it's a Pika, and it happens. But no, I'm assuming no news is good news, so they are in great hands.
Very true. Yeah. That's where I just saw somebody said it was part of the 12 Things in 13 Minutes video.
So it's in there.
Charlotte. And that 12 Things in 13 Minute video. Well, that was fun.
That was crazy.
That was a crazy video.
Charlotte and Chanel seem to be happy back in Cassie's castle.
Speaking of,
Evelyn's happy too. Her and Grace are, like they never skipped a beat.
Yeah. Speaking of the 12 Things in 13 Minutes video, those ducks, I am so done. They are so close to coming out of the garage. They need about another week.
Yeah.
And then hopefully they can go live with all the other ones.
Yeah.
I was trying to read something good because it was literally what you just said. And these red circles got me. I was like, what are those? And I was like, oh, red circles instead of question marks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, you were not carrying the cam /phone the day Gus. I know this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently KT wants an emoji of Sadie.
So that's a good point.
We have a
Due
couple.
to memberships, now memberships, we have lost a couple YouTube members. We've gained a couple. Things are going back and forth. And I will put it out there. We posted, or I posted something on the Simon Says Farms live Facebook channel, asking the audience, the village, we know what we want to happen in the next 12 to 24 months, like our long-term vision plan of the whole ecosystem, we'll call it, between the village, basically YouTube, and then you got the memberships, and then you got Patreon, and then you've got the store, and all these things we have going on. We're like, well, wait a second, what if we're doing stuff the audience doesn't care about? So that's why I put that out there. And we know, Patreon, we're sorry, we got to get back on it and try to figure out
We
what.
are so neglecting
We're
Patreon.
so neglecting Patreon, it's ridiculous. We might have to revamp Patreon. There's, I don't know, there might have to be something different going on over there. We're not sure. But my point is, on the member side of YouTube, we're allowed 2 more custom emojis, possibly 3 more custom emojis.
So if I could figure it out, I think Sadie with a halo over her head is kind of perfect because,
Yeah.
clearly KT thinks that Sadie is an angel,
Yeah.
even though we all know she's not,
Yeah.
as she headbutt little kids today.
She did. But that guy was also trying to get his little kid to go pet Sadie. And I'm like, oh my God,
I don't think that's a good
I don't
idea.
think that's the one.
I don't
There's
think
plenty of other ones she could, he or she, I don't remember the little kid, but yeah.
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 Yeah, so we have 2 emojis up for like discussion. What are they gonna be? You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So I will have to, I will look around to see if I have Gus moving footage somewhere that just never got edited into a video. Because there might be somewhere. You never know.
If I was holding the phone, like there's no way that I put it in my pocket and I walked behind you. Like I was not recording.
Yeah.
There's no way I was recording.
Yeah.
Because I was just too focused on like Gus's move and then going to get Roman and then moving the girls. Like no, I wasn't focusing on the camera. I know that much. So, sorry. Twins twice 22. Have any birds moved into the nesting boxes yet?
Ooh,
Bird houses.
I don't know.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think they are going to really want to move in until next year because they've already kind of established their nests this year. So I'm really going to be paying attention next spring to see if anybody takes up residence in the bird house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely next spring. Yeah. Yeah. I think. Oh, that's a good question.
How did Harper get her name?
Yeah. I don't know the answer to that.
So Harper was one of those goats that was like a hard sell for me to keep because Aaron was like, we don't even know the doe.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. So Harper's name actually, Harper, Jenna's oldest son Andrew fell in love with Harper and had nicknamed her Guinness.
I do remember that.
Because she's black and tan. And although I loved the name Guinness, I loved the name for a boy, not a girl. So we dropped Guinness and named her Harper. There's really no rhyme or reason on how she got her name.
No, I don't remember that.
It was just kind of one of those names I liked, and so there it was.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how Genevieve got her name. Like, I just liked the name. So.
Yeah. I don't. Oh, there you are.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, it was the same thing. No, son. Peggy asked. Who picked Harper's name?
Yeah.
You picked. Or how?
I picked her name,
How
but
you picked it.
how it just I liked the name. Gazing asked Aaron, do you miss the job you had before COVID? You seem so busy every day.
You know what? I don't understand how we got anything done when I had the job before COVID. Like, literally, we have a video coming Monday. It'll come out this Monday. It's literally just, I think in the video I go, yep, today I'm just a homeowner trimming bushes Like and things like that. Like the bushes got so far away from us this year, and then
they always do.
They always do. It's just I don't know how we did it then. So now
Things
it's just
moved a lot slower.
Now I would say
Listen,
that,
it took us 3 years to build paddock fencing because we were doing it on the weekends.
It took us 3 years to build a greenhouse.
Okay, well that's because everything was getting bumped.
But we built a double chicken duck coop in like 3 days. So that's the difference. So no, I don't miss the other job. Of course, I miss the income, and I miss the what's the word I'm looking for?
Feeling useful.
No, because I mean that
not
too.
Getting fired every other
that
day.
Too. The feeling appreciated and useful and
You never felt
valued.
appreciated there either.
That's
Stop
a
it.
good point. No, well, that job was too new. So let me get I don't know, the without throwing the last company under the bus, because they helped me out. They brought me on. I mean, we had a great concept going, and COVID just got in the way.
As it usually does.
Yeah, but the part of like, where's it? What we do now, everything is like, oh, you know what? It's the perfect segue into like the next 24 to 12 months of what we're trying to build here.
You did Tyler's thing. Started with the biggest numbers and went down to this.
I did 24 to 12. But my point is, everything we do, product launches, like you launch new lip balms and soap and all this stuff. We've got other product launches we want to do, but as we grow, the bigger you get, the bigger the risk. And it's like, it's a gamble. Like, that product could work. Do we do it? Like, what do we do? And it's that like uncertainty, that scariness. It's kind of exciting.
Because we've done some things that we're like, oh my gosh, everyone's gonna love this, and it's like,
and it doesn't work. Right?
Yeah.
We spend hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars on something, and it never sells. So we lost money on that adventure.
Right.
So it's
it happens, but that's business. That's
right.
part of putting things out there.
And I love that. It's exciting. We're building something that's our own. But when it comes to working for somebody else, it's like someone else's fault. If like that product,
well, they take the fall.
They
for
take
it, yeah.
Right. So that whole.
But then
like,
you're not holding any legacy either.
Correct. So no, I don't miss it. I miss being a part of that like 20-year history of like, you're the expert. Like, you've been doing this forever. What should we do? Because here, I'm not an expert. Like, we just figure it out as we go.
No, you do. I'm fine. I'm the expert.
Oh,
you need to speak for yourself.
Okay. So when you're in the back end of Facebook trying to figure out how to run an ad, you're an expert?
It's because I do the same thing every time.
That does not make you an expert.
It works for me.
Oh my goodness. So no.
I don't claim to be a Facebook ad expert though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So no.
How will the animals and dogs and everybody be with fireworks?
They're usually pretty good.
They're all right.
Yeah, they're all right.
We don't plan on setting any big ones off this year.
I don't think we have big ones.
But I feel
we have
like
little Connecticut ones.
Some of the neighbors might.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Somebody was setting some off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it
Big
might start
ones.
tonight.
Big ones.
Yeah. We actually said we were going to let the goats in early.
Every Saturday night we were going to do the barn
And
brat
possibly-
earlier, but you know what? Q&A is more important tonight, so.
Yeah. So in other words, when I hear come kabooms.
Kaboom!
Actually, I could unmute Cassie's Castle. I've never unmuted it from.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll unmute it when we go out there. Yeah. What's happening to the light? Oh.
I changed the schedule.
Yeah, we
I
just
just
changed
turned
the
them off.
schedule, and I don't think it lined up.
A couple of the strings themselves have burned out.
Yeah.
So we have to do like a rehaul of,
Yeah.
their Christmas lights.
Yeah. Holiday decoration.
So that'll be
time.
closer to
Yeah.
Thanksgiving time frame.
Yeah. Oh, I think I even saw this.
I did.
Yeah.
I did like half
That was
of it.
Texas. What?
Yeah, Safari Ranch. Annabelle?
So you know what? Out of all the parts of Olivia's birthday video,
Okay.
the red door got the most comments.
I know.
The giraffe part didn't. The you hugging the giraffe in the toy store.
Man, that was funny.
That was hilarious in the like real life version of the day. And then in the edit,
no, you have to understand. You've made such a big deal about this red door
that's
and
a
how
good point.
we like our red door just the way it is because we accept people for their flaws, including doors.
Right. Yeah.
Even though it's more like we're too fucking busy to make the
door. Right. Yeah.
But it's now a symbol for you know our family. Like we're run down and tired.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Christmas.
Actually, I was really mad about that door having to be painted. I was really mad.
Yeah.
We had to paint it because there was an appraiser coming to do an appraisal on the house. And if you've ever gone through an appraisal process, you have to have your house be like perfect. Even though you're not trying to sell it, it still has to be perfect. Yeah. And the front door was not perfect. So we had to paint it. I was very, very mad. I was like, you're taking away my house's character. Like, what is it to you if my front door, of all things, is missing a couple spots of paint?
Right. A couple. Listen. We don't talk about
these things.
Yeah.
Oh, they did hear it. Okay. Sorry, he didn't bleep it out.
I didn't bleep it out. I don't even know how to bleep. Yeah.
You just do like
it's here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's right here. I think it's this one. What the is going on around here? This isn't working. I don't know if that worked.
But well, I don't know.
They'll have to tell me if that worked or not.
Yeah. Listen, I try to behave myself, and I'm pretty good considering how many times that word does come flying out of my mouth on a good day. So, somebody did actually ask you about that.
I just saw that. Okay, fine. You know what? The pillars are now the new door. They're never getting done.
There's my character.
There's my character. Just like the pillar. Now, it'll get done eventually. Soon. Who knows? After I build a new duck pond.
The word soon is subjective.
Yeah, very soon. We gotta wait for the heat done. So we'll get to like September.
Before the first snow falls.
Yeah. Oh, it worked fine.
Somebody's gonna recognize that.
See that? The bleep worked. It's not even a bleep. It just cuts the microphone off. Is what we have here.
Yeah, but he has to know if it's coming.
I have to know if it's coming. Yeah, she has to like tap me. Hey, I'm about to say a bad word.
Well, and then at that word,
at that point, it doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah. They can read lips, so it really doesn't work at all. Yeah.
Of course they can read words.
Oh, it definitely were the bleep.
The children who are watching don't.
Well, we've always said Q&A is not.
It is kind of the after hours.
Recommended for child consumption. And speaking of that, where is child? I text Tyler, and he never responded.
I was going to say, which one?
He's probably.
I'm starting to forget their names again.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is very true. Jan is right. Yeah. I might be close to getting fired.
I don't know why. I mean, what, because you didn't leave out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't touch something after somebody said it. It hurts all day long. I don't know. I slept funny. You ever get that, like, kink? Like,
I don't know what she's talking about.
And it hurts.
What's Rosemary talking about?
Hmm?
Aaron, you normally video everything, but it was this.
The door?
Oh.
You didn't record the door?
Oh, no. I did. It just didn't make it anywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He records everything.
I do.
And then maybe he'll post it and maybe he won't.
And then I pick and choose kind of what goes out and what doesn't. But I literally think, this is funny, because I literally think I just saw parts of the red door being painted content, like the raw content. Mm-hmm. I just saw it like yesterday, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do with this? They all know the red door's already painted. It showed up in Olivia's video.
And I just explained why.
Yeah, plus we were so busy, and this is funny, what a lot of people don't understand. And there's actually this YouTuber that makes like leather stuff, like wallets, and he's a leather craftsman is what he is.
Yeah.
But he's also an extremely good YouTuber, right? And he made a video one day. Peter McKinnon, a super good video YouTuber as well, went to his shop and they were doing this thing together. And he was like, what a lot of people don't understand is like that wallet or purse or like watch band or whatever, that takes me like 4 hours to make. That took me 9 hours to make while YouTubing it. Yeah. It more than doubles the process because of setting up lighting and cameras and this and that. So occasionally I'm like, nope, not happening. I'm just painting the damn door. Like, it's like, there's one shot, and I don't remember what video I did it in one of our videos, where driving the tractor from here all the way down to like here on the property, because I set up the camera here, drove the tractor by it, then got off the tractor, grabbed the camera, moved the camera over here, did it again, got off the tractor, moved the camera. Like, it literally took me a half an hour to shoot a 2-minute shot. And it's like, sometimes it's like, yeah, no, I'm good. Like, I'm just going to hold the camera on the tractor and we're going to drive. I feel like GoPro style, right?
Yeah.
Because the cool, like, oh, look, we're driving around, and then, oh, now it's and it feels like multiple camera angles. That could take 20 minutes to shoot it. Yeah, so it was a pretty cool. So yeah, I think painting the red door, I did one time lapse and was like, yeah, no, I'm done. I got to go change kitchen door handles and all that stuff. It was part of that day. Yeah. Yep.
Somebody else said Val said, are you going to address the elephant?
She might be right. It might have been mucking day that I did a shot in mucking day that you actually see the tractor come one way and then you see it go.
Oh.
It was a good. I did it once. Yeah, somewhere in that. I think we will not address the elephant in the room.
Oh, okay.
We should just go to the barn and do milking chores, and they'll just have to all meet us in there. Yeah. I mean,
if they
because we could head out there
notice
early.
anything different.
Yeah, you might notice a little different. Maybe new Christmas lights, I don't know.
Maybe something's new.
Something new in the barn. You never know.
Okay.
No, it's not Santa. He's not
Santa's
coming this
not in the
early.
barn. No.
July.
It is July though. That whole Christmas
It's
in
in
July
July,
thing, but it
right.
has nothing
No
to do
Santa.
with Christmas or Santa.
Yeah.
Although maybe Santa did drop this off. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, hang on a second.
What's that?
This is funny. I love the squirrel moments. It makes me laugh every time. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Now the question is, those squirrel moments in real life, like during Q&A, or in the videos? Because in some of the videos they show
They
up
are
too.
funny in the videos.
Yeah.
Brenda S. Run! Everyone run to the barn!
Yeah.
I heard you call Danica the queen in House of Pie. Has she moved over to Cassie's castle, and will she be able to get pregnant? So we actually retired Danica 2 years ago after she had Grace and Evelyn. It was a very complicated delivery, so we retired her, and once they're retired, they don't come back from that. So she is retired. She will probably stay in House of Pie since she has established herself as the queen, and the boys over there do need some rules. So she seems to be doing really well over there, so I think we're going to keep her there.
Oh, Chris West, I didn't see it. So there was a Frio question somewhere. I missed it.
Something about getting Frio some grain and stuff. We probably do need to come and take Poppy and Frio out again for some grainings.
Yeah, so Poppy gets grain
In the morning.
Frio, I
Frio's
tried. He won't come near it. He's like so.
He's afraid of his own shadow.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
You can only do so much. You don't want to stress him out so much that you're going to actually cause him harm.
Right.
In just trying to get him grain. But he's so flighty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone had an update? I don't know what this one is. I don't know if you know what that's all about.
Like our moderator, Paula.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, she's doing really well. She's still getting her body's getting stronger, and she's recovering, and it's a slow process. And she went through hell and back, and so her body's going to take some time to recover, but she's getting stronger little by little every day. I keep saying, I'll use Uncle Jason's analogy. If you improve 1% each day in a year, you'll have improved 365%.
Right.
So as painful as the process might seem to be so slow, and you want to see progress happening faster, and that's not just with Paula, but in everybody's lives. You you know, your weight loss or your recovery of something else. Like you always want to recover faster or see progress happen faster. And, you know, you just can't rush these things.
Right.
So, yep, she does pop into our moderator chat more frequently, actually, which is nice, which means she is getting stronger and able to come in and say hi.
Mm-hmm. I did see somebody asked, yes, will the cam in House of Pie come back up? Yes. Now that we're done with the week of like, you know, Wacky Wednesday and then virtual Friday, virtual Goat Snuggles on Fridays and the Q&A on Saturday, we go back to try all 4 cams again, probably over the next day. Tomorrow's the 4th, but between tomorrow and Monday, I'll try to get them all back up. One thing we are thinking about doing, and it'll probably be Wednesday, but just keep an eye out. We've talked about this, but never picked a day. Doing a milking behind the scenes milk, kind of like a Wacky Wednesday, where the camera,
more like a milking,
but more of a milking the machine, like right in the area you get to see for the whole village, not members only. So that'll probably be Wednesday at night, like that 7:30 time.
We do Wacky Wednesdays every other Wednesday.
Correct. So this Wednesday is not a Wacky Wednesday, so we can just do it all village. Come join us, milk kind of video. You know, live milking, and it'll be set up just like a Q&A like this. It'll have its own link because it's on that camera. It'll sit out there. You'll be right next to us in the machine,
and hopefully it's a good event.
Yeah, we'll kind of educate, because what I'll probably do is record that, then download it, maybe clean it up, quick edit, throw our logo on it or something, and then put it on the other channel for people that didn't watch it live. They go watch it later, like an educational, like live milking thing. So something like that. So that'll come up, and I saw this one.
So somebody in chat this week mentioned that you typically keep Jenny's kids. Is there a reason or coincidence? I think it's honestly coincidence. Everything she ends up throwing is amazing. I don't know. There's something about that pairing between Genevieve and Giovanni that is just spot on. And what I'm seeing in the girls, in like Greta and Harper, and hopefully soon to be Gia, is everything that I want to see when I breed 2 goats together. I expect their offspring to be an improvement on Mom. And they absolutely are. So it's a good pairing. Plus, you know, their personalities, their markings, like everything just, you know, and with Gus and stuff, like if Gus can do the same thing to Moo's babies this coming breeding season, then we're in big trouble.
No.
Well, I'm not. You are.
No, it's not.
Okay.
So Charlotte does have a little bump on her head. Did Charlotte have a sore or something on her head from headbutting? They all pretty much have.
She has a little
evidence.
Yeah, it's like a little bald spot now. I put some. The first day she came over, it was open, so I put some liquid Band-Aid on it. Right. But it's closed now. Now it's just a bald spot.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, the headbutt, the hair comes off, you get a little bit of an abrasion, nothing. It's all superficial.
So this one's a tough one, and I'm just going to be honest. Have you ever thought about maybe putting up a Gus/Roman camera? So yes and no. Yes, because when I put out there, what do you want from us over the next 12 to 24 months, everybody's like, more Gus.
That's because y'all are missing Gus.
Mrs. Gus, right. So maybe I can do a live Gus cam for like a day, like 24 hours. But it has to be not raining, because I don't have anywhere to cover the camera. I don't have an outlet over there. I don't have internet over there. So it's a challenge. It's really hard. And then the other side of it, I don't know how to say this without hurting people's feelings, but I'm just going to say it. We're running 4 cams live, and the computer's about to explode. And we bought a brand new computer dedicated just to run live cams, and it can't handle all 4 at once. It can, but it literally is screaming at me to the point where we're in the kitchen. We can hear the fan in the computer going, like it's going to blow up.
Yeah.
The other thing is, when there's only 2 people sitting on a camera, it doesn't make sense to leave it on.
Yeah.
I get it. Those 2 people probably like it, but it's not good. A, for a computer that's about to explode, and for all the YouTube back end numbers and things like that, which yes, I don't care about, but in the end, why am I running this camera if only 2 people are there? Maybe we can find somewhere else to put it, which we're thinking of a possible relocation of one of those 4 cams eventually, but we don't know how we're going to do it yet. So, and then on the last note is we need some places on our property we can walk and not be on camera. So that's another reason. I'm just being honest. That's another reason
Fireworks have started.
I don't want a Gus cam and all that, because now I can't even walk around the back of my barn without somebody, or I can't run and go pee in the woods or whatever. Like Mabel, like where's
that must be so hard for you. I can't go do that.
You've used Mabel before, so
I have a porta potty for that because I'm civilized.
Now we have a porta potty, so that's it. It's just hard. We need to know, and all our friends need to know. If you go in that barn, in that field or that field, you're on camera, and it's that simple. But now it's like, oh, by the way, you can't walk towards the pigs, or nope, not the ducks either, and nope, Gus too. Like I can't camera everything. Yeah, so
we have to.
That's it.
We have to have some healthy boundaries, guys.
Healthy boundaries, right?
That's what we talk about in therapy. Healthy boundaries.
Yeah. But I don't mind if we have a nice day and I can pick up the internet over there. I'll set up a tripod and go, hey, I'm gonna shut down House of Pie for the day, and I'll throw up a Gus cam for 24 hours or something, or 12 hours because. It's only on a tripod. It's not mounted or anything to the wall.
Chris West, but we are family. Even family needs boundaries.
Family needs boundaries. There's that. What's that saying? Like fish,
after 3 days.
Yeah, after a couple of days.
Company and fish start stinking.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right. I think it's time to go to the barn.
Yeah, I think.
Or hang on a second. I'm going to mute you for a minute. All right. Okay, we're back.
Being so patient
we're
with
back. Thank you. That was the football thing. Like you see them like holding up the paper. Like, hey guys, we're gonna run it. I need the tight end to go blow. Whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So the elephant.
Brenda, they're talking about you. Okay.
All right.
So yes, we do before everybody runs over to Cassie's castle, and we do chores. We have to there's a little bit of a preface we have to do before you head over to Cassie's castle. So in life, things change, right? Sometimes you don't know that the changes are coming. Sometimes you're not prepared for them. And ultimately, we have built a village on YouTube in our community and stuff. So something came up very quickly. We had to move pretty fast on it.
Less than 24 hours.
It was a no-brainer for us. I also want to preface that
not only no-brainer, but no questions asked. That's
no questions asked, no judgment, no nothing. What happened was very hard for the person who had to do it. And so moving forward, I want them to know, you did the hard thing. We got to do the easy thing. But in doing the good thing or the hard thing, you did a really good thing. So I just want everybody to know, I don't want any hard feelings towards anybody, because there are none.
Right.
I have completely just confused.
Oh yeah, some people think we're moving, and you are moving.
Oh my God,
You're giving up on YouTube. No.
No, it's a good thing for us. It's just somebody had to go through a lot of emotions to have this happen. So, yeah. So we're gonna turn the cams back on in Cassie's castle, and some of you have, I will say, a couple of you have guessed it correctly. So you'll just have to go and see. You have to go see.
Yeah. So we'll meet you in Cassie's castle.
Yeah.
That's it.
Who came home?
Who came back?
Yeah.
There you go.
Who came back?
There you go. Dun, dun, dun.
So.
All right. We are going to end this and meet you. Quick, run to Cassie's castle.
Ready, set, go.
I guarantee you they're all there, and it's just a black screen.
They are already there.
Yeah.
I know.
Yep.
Nobody trip over who always falls for
Typo Queen
Giraffe
falls
Watch.
every time. It's
I thought
Typo
it was
Queen,
Giraffe Watch.
Or Giraffe.
She
Both
always
of them.
falls down.
On the way
Nobody
to House
trip
of Pie.
over to House of Pie, right? No, go to Cassie's castle. We'll meet you
We'll
there.
meet you there. All right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.